Welcome to another episode of The Modern Moron. On this episode, we discuss the possibility that we could actually have another listener besides you. It sounds crazy, and you will always be our number one listener, but there could be more than one of us out there. So we talk about our responsibility and commitment to you, also to our guests, and how far we could possibly take this thing. And our responsibility, of course, to our guests. They're the ones doing this moron a huge favor. And this leads to me, in the episode, having a guilt trip over thinking I'm a sexist. These days, I feel like it's impossible not to feel like you offended someone for saying anything, even though I'm not sure really that I've done something wrong. However, I am not my thoughts. Everyone has a thought now and then that does not reflect their true nature. We all have them, except, of course, for the senator, who apparently is a magnanimous humanitarian 24/7. We also discuss yet another Democratic candidate who has thrown their hat in the ring. And this guy's interesting. He's a military veteran with more military experience than any president since George H. Bush. He was a lieutenant in the Navy. He's also a Rhodes Scholar. He's the mayor of South Bend, Indiana. He's only 38 years old, and he's openly gay. What's most interesting as it pertains to this podcast is the way both of us butcher his name completely. All this, and we have a new sponsor as well. Thank you, as always, for listening to The Modern Moron.
I want this on the agenda. Can we talk about this now?
Sure, go ahead.
Cremation versus just putting yourself in, getting buried.
In a hole?
In a hole.
Why is
6 feet under?
Why is that something we need to talk about right away?
Because, we were talking about your mom and,
Because somebody sent me something regarding that very topic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Should we hold off on that topic?
I don't know. Go ahead. The problem is,
I don't know.
That person composed a song actually about it, but they used your name in it. They used your name.
I know.
So
it was so funny.
Yeah.
I'm all about being buried. No cremation for me.
Why not? Why not? Actually, this plays into our last episode, which was I spoke with. Did you listen to the interview with Achintia Maduri, the PhD in electrical engineering? Oh my God!
No, I haven't.
You haven't. I could tell by the silence that you haven't listened to.
No, I haven't. I'm sorry.
Why would you not listen to that?
Well, because I didn't have time yet. Jesus, I have a real. I work.
God,
I work.
Important you are.
I work.
You don't, and I don't.
You have a job, but I actually work.
Okay, no comment. Actually, I worked my ass off this week. It was brutal.
Good for you.
I worked this morning.
Look at you.
At like 6:30 in the morning.
Really?
Right, whatever.
Like,
yes, I
at
did.
your job? Like your real job?
Yes, from this computer. There's a thing called technology. You can actually do productive things from your home if you know what browser you're using.
Yeah, use the computer.
How's my mic sound?
It sounds good. I screwed up last.
I know.
The reason why it feels so long that we've done this is that the last time we recorded, it was useless. My fault. My recording, it was shit. Couldn't use it. Unusable.
That was the whole reason I'm asking, so we don't have to have a repeat of your malfunction on your end, not my end.
Oh, you're sipping something. Are you having your calm down tea so you can deal with me?
What do you think about guys who drink chamomile? Because is that weird? Should I not drink chamomile tea?
Loser.
Well, you wear a kilt. You might as well drink chamomile tea. Wear a kilt on Valentine's Day? Is that when you wear a kilt? St. Patrick's Day. I'm sorry.
I've worn my kilt many other times other than just St. Patrick's Day.
And you wear nothing underneath. Is that correct?
Oh, no. When it's a ceremony, baptism, I usually have some.
You wear a kilt to baptisms?
Yes. I did to my niece's baptism. I wore my kilt. Yes.
Anything to get some attention. Is that what this is really about? You're just screaming for attention?
No, I just like wearing a kilt. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Why don't you wear one to work? Why don't you wear it regularly?
You know what?
You haul it out.
I might start doing that. The only thing is I only have like one really good. I have actually 2 kilts, but only have one that is work. It's work appropriate. The other one's for hiking.
What's the other one? Mesh?
Got something in a low-rise bikini mesh, if possible?
No, it's for hiking. It's more of a utility kilt. It's got big pockets.
It wasn't appropriate. I thought it was like something for the bedroom.
Oh, no. What do you have on your whiteboard, my friend?
You love that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I stole that from you, by the way.
That's fine. Absolutely fine. So go to the document I sent you for our 2 listeners. Do you see where my cursor is? Every other week / twice a month.
It says,
there's a flashing cursor. Is it?
I see that.
Yeah. That's my cursor. Watch this.
Woo! Magic.
Yeah. It's called sharing a document, and we can edit it at the same time in real time.
Oh,
It's called technology. Okay. Welcome to the 21st century. Okay.
It's like you're inside my computer.
Boring.
Okay. Here's some, I have to say, good news.
Okay.
Which is I go to our little site where we have the Modern Moron, and I think I reported to you we had 10 or 15 downloads, and then we had 21 and then 30. And then this morning, we've got 71 unique downloads.
71.
We cleared 70. So I'm thinking, so what does that mean? It's better than 15, right?
Right.
What does that mean? I don't know what it means. It could mean this. I even have each episode. Our most downloaded episode was the last one with the scientist. That's probably why, is the one episode that you were not on got the most.
Words hurt. That hurts, bro. No, that does. Okay, there is a line. There's a line that hurts. That hurt.
I take it back. All right. My first scientist interview is the 3rd lowest, which I'm sad about because it was.
I thought that was. I
interesting.
did listen to that one, right, and it was good. And I wanted to be on that.
She was interesting.
I wanted to be on that one.
I think I can get her back because she's really passionate about her subjects.
Okay,
and she's a physicist and knows about the universe and all that. I just love that stuff. Here's my point. We keep getting off track. Is we could have 10 listeners potentially that have downloaded all of our episodes, right?
Okay.
70 divided by 7 is 10.
The math is fun.
So we could have 10 listeners. So I'm thinking maybe that's what we have. 10 people listening to us.
Okay.
Because I haven't really pushed the news out that, hey, I've got a podcast. I've just been considering this sort of a test run, see if we have anything. I think we're getting some good positive feedback we have positive feedback from our consultant, which we're going to have. I can go ahead and promote this. We're going to have a firefighter on the program, hopefully in the next week or 2.
So a firefighter.
And here's what's good about it. It's a retired firefighter. And this is why that's good, is because if you're not a retired firefighter, you are representing your fire department and the city all the time. There's no downtime where you can speak your mind, especially into a microphone. You know what I mean?
I understand that. Yeah.
You're representing that department. Plus, we try to maintain some anonymity on this show that we could get some candid impressions and opinions about what it's like to be a firefighter. One thing I do want to dispel a rumor, because not a rumor, but there's this notion that firefighters are America's heroes. I know one firefighter who loves to just remind me that, they're America's heroes, which they are. But I would say before that, firefighters are notorious smartasses and practical jokers.
Okay.
Do you have any agree, disagree?
Agreed, only because of the ones that I know. That would confirm your hypothesis.
You're hanging around the firehouse. It's after 5 o'clock. Okay, they work 8 to 5, and then it's like, okay, we're on an as needed basis. They'll fling around some jokes.
Yeah,
you gotta have fairly thick skin. You can't just.
Well, it's very fraternal, and I don't mean male or. I mean, it's firefighter.
It's a family. It's a family.
It is a family,
and all that goes with it.
Yep, I agree.
You're right. The firefighters that I know are they're pretty sarcastic. They can be sarcastic. I know that's hard to believe that a firefighter would be sarcastic. You envision a firefighter, you think taking that kitten out of the tree. And the 2 firefighters I'm thinking of love that, but they're also smart asses.
Yes,
right.
Yes,
all right.
Both.
But maybe the Modern Moron. Maybe I'll be corrected when we have a firefighter on our show.
I don't think so. I think your assessment will be confirmed. Yes.
Okay. Let me go back to my little agenda so we can make sure and cover some ground here. So I said we might have some listeners besides our consultant. We could have 2 or 3.
Okay.
So as I said, we got a couple of responsibilities. With great power, like being on the Modern Moron regularly, comes great responsibility. We have a responsibility to the listener or potential listener. And I got some advice recently about that. One was to have a backlog of episodes. Well, in a way, we don't, because we don't to the listeners we have.
Well, we would have if you not screwed up last week.
But they've already heard, the people that are listening have heard these episodes already.
Okay. All right.
Here's the point. He said, be consistent with your releases or you'll lose what you have.
Okay.
If you're going to do a weekly show, do it every week, release it on the same day. So I can't commit to one episode a week with a kid and a work, I would say a job, but do I have a job or I just work whatever you classified me as?
You have a job.
And this takes, believe it or not, this takes a lot of time, okay? To make you sound relatively human takes a lot of time.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Good luck.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm certainly not sounding very smart. Yeah. Our show is appropriately named. I think I get more stupid every day.
I'm very
I really
highly
do.
educated.
Aren't you supposed to get smarter as you grow older?
I think
I'm reversing.
well, life is a circle. Life is a circle. Maybe you're on the downside.
Okay. I feel like I'm on the downside.
You come in this world in your pants and having to be spoon-fed, and that's the way you leave the world.
Yeah, that's a depressing thought.
I'm sorry about that.
Wow. Yeah, thanks for that.
Depressing thoughts. There's nothing like polka music to make any bad news sound good.
Okay.
Okay, so be consistent with the releases. So I'm gonna commit now to every other week. So twice a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been told to release episodes on Tuesdays. So I'm gonna shoot for the first and the third Tuesday of every month. Okay?
Okay.
Sound good?
That sounds good.
We're gonna commit to 20 episodes and then reevaluate. Either we're gonna do X number more before we sign off for the year and say, okay, we'll see you next season. Because I hear that they do seasons like that. You can kind of take a break,
Okay.
a little downtime between Thanksgiving and Christmas or whatever we want to do.
Okay.
Because this is our show, right?
It is. I am so proud of you. You said
What?
our show.
I'm coming along.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you.
Okay.
Varforama.
Let's kiss. All right. So we're going to discuss it season 2 after we get 20 episodes down, see where we're at.
Okay.
I also, here's something I need to talk to you about is I feel a responsibility to our guests. Again, we're a couple of old white guys. I wanted to almost name this podcast 2 old white guys sitting in rocking chairs on a porch.
Middle-aged. I'm middle-aged.
Okay.
Middle-aged.
Seriously? Middle-aged? You're not middle-aged, dude.
I am middle-aged. Heck yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Well,
Are you getting mail from AARP yet?
yes, but I didn't sign up.
Just because you don't sign up doesn't mean you're not old.
That's it's phony.
Just embrace it.
Phony. Why do they send somebody like in their early 50s?
What about early 50s?
Whatever. Early
No, I think
50s.
you're I think middle-aged is like,
Look it up.
35 to 50? Just listen, look at the demographics for advertisers.
Okay.
They're interested in 18 to 34, 25 to 49. As soon as you hit the big 50, that roller coaster, and you're headed back, you're headed down. You're on the downslide.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I don't know, but why don't you cheer me
All
up
right,
a little
I'm
bit? God, why are you such a downer?
I've got a new sponsor for us. You want me to do our new sponsor?
Should we take 30 seconds and thank our new
Okay.
sponsor?
I need to get my radio voice on. Okay, hang on. Music, please. Today's program is brought to you by Hidden Valley Farms Natural Saw Palmetto Supplement. The folks that used to make ranch dressing with buttermilk now make a saw palmetto supplement that will shrink your fat, dried up prostate. You won't have to sit down to pee-pee anymore, nor will you find yourself taking a second complete piss down the leg of your pants after you put your shriveled wiener away. That's right, men. Whip that pathetic prostate back into shape with Hidden Valley Farms Natural Saw Palmetto, and your prostate will be bouncing around like a speed bag being beaten by Mike Tyson himself. Hidden Valley Natural Saw Palmetto Supplement.
Thank you, Hidden Valley. Appreciate it.
All right.
Nicely done, by the way.
You
Nicely done.
never. Thank you. Thanks. I never knew buttermilk had those kind of healing properties.
Okay.
By the way, we use all the products that we advertise on this show. Okay, responsibility to the guests. See how we get off
That's
topic?
because we have ADD.
I think I'm sexist.
You are.
Can we not have, does that mean we cannot or should not have women on this show?
No, absolutely. We should have women on the show. Are you kidding me?
Do you think I'm sexist?
Bro, how many times
And how does it manifest
How many
itself?
times have you just said they're a waste of time?
Yes. Okay. Have you ever?
Have I ever said that?
Yeah.
For the record, no.
All right. Cue
No.
cue the Pinocchio sound effect, please.
I love the opposite sex. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I love everyone. I don't care. I don't. it
Oh,
doesn't
come
matter to
on.
me.
It's just
Love you. Love
A
women.
lie keeps growing and growing until it's as plain as the nose on your face.
Love children. Love everybody.
take another sip of your fucking chamomile tea, okay,
Okay.
Mr. Lover. So here's my problem. If I'm going to say sexist things during this episode and be that person, then when I have a woman on the show, I feel like I'm being gross and phony.
I don't get that. How so?
Well, I have a female on the show and I want to hear their story. I want to hear, because I think everybody has a story regardless of sex. I
think you're being way too hard on yourself.
Okay.
You're being
All
too
right,
hard on
all right.
yourself.
I would
You
say
are.
this. Since getting older and the things that go with that, I'm at a place where I think women don't have the power over me that they did when I was younger, because I'm not interested anymore.
It's good to know.
And I think a lot of them would agree about men. They would say, I agree with you. Men are not worth having around. That's what plumbers are for. And I would say, I agree. That's what fill in the blank is for.
Okay.
Online internet porn.
Ooh.
Although I've never been big on internet porn. With all the faults that I have, I've never been into watching much internet porn. How about you?
So
How about
so
and you? And you?
But no, I want to go back to
I'm
what you
sure
just
you
said.
do.
You're not into internet porn, but you're into porn, just not internet porn.
No, I would say porn, any kind of pornography. I've never, like I said, of all the vices that I have, two that I do not have is pornography and gambling. Not really interested in either one. Never have been.
Interesting.
The one time I went up to gamble in Nevada, sat down at a blackjack table. I'm thinking, this is going to be great. I'm going to get free drinks. I lost my money before I could even get a free drink. That's how fast I lost. And it was like, no, thank you. So maybe that was a blessing in disguise.
Wow. Yeah, that's not a good story. So you wouldn't do any kind of gambling. You
No,
wouldn't play like the
I don't.
lottery, nothing, or even like a quarter machine. Just for
You know,
fun?
if I had time to kill waiting for you at the craps table or something, I might get 10 or 20 bucks and go play the electronic poker or something like that, just to
Okay.
pass the time. I'd never have gone into a casino thinking, all right, let's win some money.
Mhm.
Never.
Hmm.
So of all the vices I have, those two.
Okay.
So I guess I'm feeling a sense of having a woman on the show, being respectful of her and her opinions, while I've made sexist comments on other episodes. Have I made sexist comments?
Male
I don't think I am being too hard on
chauvinist
myself. I don't
pig.
know.
I think you are. I think
Okay.
you did the interview with the scientist there. She was lovely.
Yes, she was great.
and she was great.
And very
You did-
passionate about her subject.
Yes, yeah, and she was crazy smart, like just
Mhm,
crazy
mhm.
smart. I thought it was a good show. I have no,
Okay.
I would, I would tell you, I really would. I'd say, man, you were kind of hard on her, or you were kind of an a-hole.
All right. Which brings up something, and I have it up here. I am not my thoughts. For example, what we just talked about men who are into porn. People have thoughts that are inappropriate, right? Do you have inappropriate thoughts?
Well,
Sure you do. Here's a perfect example. You're sitting on an airplane and there's a baby crying. What do you want to do with that baby?
I want just a bit.
You want to throw him out of the plane.
No.
You want to throw
See,
him
you
out of the
have-
plane. Yeah, come on.
Dude,
Stop it. Stop
you
it.
have
Stop it.
anger issues. I don't. If the baby's crying, that's what babies do. They're naturally. That's how they talk. That's how they communicate.
God.
Maybe the baby's hungry. Maybe the baby needs a diaper change. I mean,
Maybe the mother or the father are neglectful idiots.
remember they're up. You're 30,000 feet. Maybe the baby's ears hurt. Maybe there's some sort of compression. It has a cold.
So you never have inappropriate
I would never
thoughts.
think about throwing the baby
Oh,
out.
really?
Oh my God. I'm like, I wish that baby would quit screaming. Yeah, I've said
Oh,
that.
Jesus God.
Dude, you jumped to throwing out the baby out the plane.
It's so hard being on a podcast with
Oh.
Pope Francis.
No, I'm just I'm just saying.
How about the-
I have
all right.
never ever thought about. I've thought about throwing passengers off the plane. but
Okay,
not a
all right,
baby, for
all right.
God's sake.
Well, same thing. Okay, then that you can't throw a passenger off the plane either.
A baby. There's no
Throw
excuse
that-
for that. A
throw that
person.
out the window. No
Look,
pun intended.
my soft spots. My soft spots.
Oh, God.
Children and old
Soft
people.
spot.
Okay, we need to protect both of them. Children and old people. Everybody in between, go fuck yourself.
Okay, well,
That's what I say.
okay. How are you behind the wheel of a car? You pissed off?
No. Why would I be mad?
Jesus Christ.
No, sometimes I do. You're right. No, I do get mad, but I don't like flip people off or like road rage. Or,
Dude, I've
I
talked
shake
to
my
you
head a
while
lot.
you're driving, and you have absolutely screamed bloody murder at people.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Tell me you've never screamed at somebody and then drove by and saw an old person behind the wheel. You've never done that.
No, because I don't. It's not road rage, bro. I get mad. Like I said, I shake my head a lot. I just kind of like, oh my God, people are just.
I think you are
Inconsiderate.
so full of right now. Oh, shake my head. Oh, I can't wait to get home and watch Lawrence Welk. I wonder if the tap dancer's going to be on the show. Oh, I love that guy that plays the accordion.
That's a swell show. I like that show. That's
Yeah.
a swell show.
Oh, Christ. All right. We're just going to... You know why this show takes so long? Because it's so difficult to take a machete and cut through your bullshit.
I don't know why you're so angry at me. I don't understand that. I don't.
I'm not...
I mean, you get all worked up. Bro, you need to have some chamomile. I'm like, whatever. I'm an easygoing guy. Look at me. Whatever.
Okay.
Do you own any Crocs? Do you have Crocs? You know what Crocs are?
I have a croc. I have a crock of on the other end of the line right now.
Would you ever wear a pair of
Crocs? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Would
What?
you ever wear a pair of Crocs?
Yes, I would consider it.
Okay.
Would you?
No, ever, never. No.
Do you wear socks and sandals?
They're an eyesore, bro. They're an eyesore.
So's your mom.
They're not even bada bing. That's a good one.
All right.
We haven't even touched, we haven't talked about March Madness. We haven't talked about anything about politics, which is good because politics suck and all politicians are.
I talked about
liars.
politics to somebody earlier today.
Yeah.
Person that's what you would call a Democrat. And their question to me was, okay, you have to vote right now today for the Democratic primary. Who are you voting for? And I just shot from the hip. And I said, Beto O'Rourke. And they said, I like that. Anybody else? I said, I don't know, Kamala Harris. And they brought up another gentleman. I guess he's the letter B is only coming to mind. This person said that they were very intelligent. They are a mayor of a city and they are running for the Democratic Party. And I said, you know what? With the news that came out today about is it Mueller?
Bueller.
The FBI report?
Yeah.
Bueller.
Yes. Yeah.
With the FBI, I hear you clicking. You're not even paying attention. Then that's fine. With the Mueller report coming out recommending that no charges be pursued against Trump, that's almost like an endorsement
Yes.
of Trump. And people on the left are so disappointed.
A total and self-serving lie.
And Trump is sitting there going, I told you, fake news. And it makes him look
Witch hunt.
right.
Hunt. I don't know. There's nothing less than 24 hours.
And I told this Democratic person, I said, I hate to tell you, but that's a sign clicking more towards you're looking at another 4 years of Trump being a realist.
Yee. Wow.
No, you don't think so?
Well, what I was looking for when you were talking, I was not, I heard everything you said. I knew who you were talking about, the mayor from South Bend, Indiana.
What's his name?
Well,
it's hard to pronounce his last name. He has a crazy last name.
And you know I butcher the English language.
Yes, you do.
So it's Peter, and I'm going to spell it for you.
Okay.
B like boy, U-T-T. Okay? Yes, but.
Got it.
I-G-I-E-G.
I-G-I-E-G.
I-E-G. Yes.
Buttigieg?
I have no idea.
Never mind. We know who we're talking about. My point was...
No, but I actually kind of like that guy, actually.
That's great
I
to
like
hear.
Peter. I really do.
What is it you liked about him?
Well, I think he's a fresh face. I don't think he's in the mold of what some of these other Democrats have come out. There's not a big difference between the number one Democrat and the number 20 or how many of the Democrats are running. There really isn't. There's not
much difference between them all?
No, I don't see that.
Well, what do you
I kind of
think
like
that
this
means?
Peter guy. I mean, I think there's more to come out on this guy. I mean, I'm sure they're digging up everything about this guy that he's ever done, if he's ever done podcasts and said something inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But
so you think from just a strategic standpoint that the Democrats need to come up with somebody that stands apart from the rest of the Democrats, and you don't see that happening?
Oh God,
right now.
yes. Just like you need a moderate Republican, you need a moderate Democrat. You're not going to get anybody way on the left or way on the right.
I agree. I'm not interested on anybody at the extreme.
And it's not good for the country anyway.
And so this new guy,
why are we talking about? I hate that.
Buttigieg.
Yeah. Who, Peter? Can I just be honest with you? I like him because he's.
Oh, okay.
I like him
Notre
because
Dame.
he's from South
Right.
Bend, Indiana.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's reason for me. I'll vote for him.
Fighting Irish.
He's an Irish.
That's why I'm voting for him. He's an Irish fan. Woo! Go Irish. Cheer, cheer for old Notre Dame. Wake up the echoes cheering her name. Send the volley cheer on high. Shake down the thunder from the sky. I should have done the whole thing for you. I cut it off, sorry.
Well done. Is Notre Dame in the
No, they're
March
not.
Madness tournament?
No.
How about in the women's tournament?
Yes.
They are.
Oh, yeah. They're a top seed. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes, they're very, very good.
I take it UConn is isn't UConn women's basketball like
Oh,
they put what do you call it? You got a team that wins every year. What do they call that?
they've dominated women's.
A team that wins multiple championships is called a dynasty. Ding, ding, ding.
I told you you're getting stupider as you get older.
Well, it's your influence.
Hanging around me is not helping you.
Their dynasty puts other dynasties to shame, correct?
I would disagree. It's Notre Dame and UConn have been neck and neck for years now, But UConn has been on the top more than Notre Dame has. Notre Dame won the national title last year. They're defending champs, right?
Notre Dame is.
Yes.
For the women. Okay.
Yes, the women's basketball. Yeah, they beat Mississippi State, right? In the finals? In the final?
I barely watched the men.
No, I believe they did. Our wonderful, supportive audience can look that up. See who was national champion.
I could probably do it. Give us a call right now. No, we're not doing this show live. Thank God. Our 25th caller gets a tube of Preparation H. I'm trying to think of products that us old farts will use, like saw palmetto.
I don't even know. First, I can't say that. Saw palmetto, whatever that is.
Say it again.
Saw palmetto.
Seriously? Saw, like you saw a piece of wood.
Palmetto. Saw palmetto. Okay.
Palmetto. You were close to fucking it up. You were close. You didn't technically, but I was hoping if you said it again, you'd get worse, but you stayed right where you were at.
That's because I had it in my head. And I was really trying to form the word in my head. I swear to God.
I was like, that's why I asked you to say it one more time. One more time. You'll fuck it up. I know he will.
I had a saw. There was a saw in my head, right? And I was like, saw palmetto.
God damn it. You said it right. Oh, God, nothing makes me happier or makes me look better than you f***ing up just a typical word.
Oh, God, I do it all the time.
I hope this Democrat makes it.
Yeah, could you imagine me calling
candidate? Then I can listen to you try to say his name for a year.
His full name is Peter Paul Montgomery Buttengag.
There's no N in there that you told me. Buttengag.
Buttengag.
Booty guy.
Booty guy?
Booty guy.
Guy.
We'll shelve that. I'll figure it out.
President Booty Guy.
Well, there you go. We will try to conclude this conversation next week on The Modern Moron, or I'm thinking we might just hear from our consultant. He is also a retired firefighter. Maybe we can find out what they're really like when they're not rescuing kittens and being America's heroes. He's got some opinions. He's got some hard love. He's going to critique the podcast. Thus far, maybe we can get a good firefighter story out of him. If you'd like to be our consultant too, it would be great if you could leave a comment at themodernmoron.com. Thanks again for listening to The Modern Moron. Hope you have a great week.